Hello book lovers and welcome to Book Talk Radio Club. My name is Claire Perkins and today I'm talking to author Ben Schneider. Ben was an airman in the US Air Force and his experiences there inspired him to invent the Airman Artless cartoons, the first of which was published in 2005. Ben's debut novel, Chrome Mountain, has been described as a dynamic, suspenseful thriller with a serious splash of humour and is receiving rave reviews over on Amazon. Hi Ben, first of all welcome and thank you for coming on Book Talk Radio Club.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Would you like to give Book Talk Radio Club's listeners a brief synopsis of Chrome Mountain?
Certainly. Trey Radisson ended a groundbreaking project that could have threatened the free world. In the near future, the Chrome Falcon radicals want Trey's expertise. When they turn the law against him, Trey's road trip becomes a high-speed chase. Sonia McCall, a former outlaw on a Harley, becomes Trey's only ally. Together, they evade everyone hunting them as they seek a way back to normal life.
Tell me about Trey Radisson. What kind of man is he?
Trey is inventive, gentle, witty, and sensitive to the world's needs. His nightmares make one thing clear: the world's needs do not include his greatest invention. Trey is also nerdy, lonely, unsure of his purpose in life, and not heroic enough to face his enemies alone. This makes his encounter with Sonia McCall critical and fulfilling.
So you've been receiving some wonderful reviews of Chrome Mountain over on Amazon, including an action-packed thriller that will keep you up late turning pages, and page after page brought mystery, anticipation and cliffhangers. Is there a particular author or book that inspired you to write Chrome Mountain?
After being inspired by thriller films of the 80s and 90s, I learned to verbally craft my own stories by reading the works of Roderick Thorpe, Randall Frakes, David Morrell, and Walter Wagner. They all wrote novels that became classic thriller films. For example, Roderick Thorpe wrote Nothing Lasts Forever, which later became the first Die Hard movie.
I didn't know that. That's interesting. I always enjoy those movies. You've included some humour in Chrome Mountain, so it's not all dark and desperate then. Quite unusual to have humour included in a thriller.
I've also noticed the limited humour in most thrillers. I'm not sure why they're like that. Since I saw no harm in being different, I injected amusing events from my own past into my novel after verifying the events would not clash with the plot. Since the events made me smile, I knew they might make others smile, since true stuff is always the funniest stuff.
That's so true, and let's face it, life has got dark moments and bright moments, hasn't it?
Certainly.
You've been a cartoonist since the late 1990s, and now you're a novelist. How easy was it to switch to a completely different way of writing?
For me, it was not hard. I've been an avid reader most of my life, which has truly paid off. I also enjoy looking up words I don't know, which has been extremely helpful as I find the best words for my writing.
Yeah, I bet. So tell me about your Airman Artless cartoon books and what kind of reception have you received for them from the USAF?
It's been much harder finding someone willing to buy my cartoon books instead of my novel. Before I made the cartoon books, I used to submit the cartoons to Air Force newspapers. However, at every base I've been to, the editors could not pay me for my work, and they always decided months later that they no longer had enough room in the paper for Airman Artless.
That's a shame. So as a cartoonist, you've started with the Holly Dabblers. Who or what are the Holly Dabblers?
The Holidabblers are my versions of Santa, Cupid, leprechauns, witches, and other holiday characters. They put amusing twists on situations, some of which are holiday related. Unfortunately, they're not as relatable or as funny as Airman Artless.
Chrome Mountain is available for Kindle and in paperback, and also in the audiobook format too. What made you decide to go down the audiobook route?
I'm aware that many people have no time to read books. However, everyone has time to listen to a book being read out loud as they drive their cars.
So true. I mean, the commuting I do, I've always got my my iPod on. Yeah, it's very true. So as I said, you're receiving great reviews for Chrome Mountain. In your opinion, what is the difference between a good thriller and a great, never-to-be-forgotten thriller?
A good thriller entertains readers most of the time. The best thrillers offer something entertaining on every page and keep their stories interesting and unpredictable.
Yeah, I agree with you there. So what's next for Ben Schneider on the book front?
My next novel is a 20-year project called Realm Journey. Since I recently gained more faith in the book after rewriting it for the 9th time, it's now in the process of being published.
Right.
Realm Journey is the best... I'm sorry, do you have a question?
No, please carry on.
Okay. Realm Journey is the best idea I have to offer the epic high fantasy genres. If you were to mix books like The Hobbit, Treasure Island, Conan, and Camelot, Realm Journey is an example of what you might get. Since that novel is finally finished, I'm now working on a sequel to Chrome Mountain called The North Factor. The title is indirectly linked to an enemy from Sonya's past called Levi North. However, I believe this story needs a lot more thought before it can compete with Chrome Mountain. I believe it's worth the effort since reviewers have hailed my characters as likable and relatable.
Yeah, I think a lot of authors, they get excited and understandably about publishing, having their first book published, and then rush into the second book. I mean, I'm not saying all of them do, but I have seen that quite often. I believe you're quite right. It's better to, don't do anything until you're ready to. Absolutely.
Right.
So where can Book Talk Radio Club listeners purchase Chrome Mountain and, of course, your M and Artless cartoons?
All three can be found online at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. All three are available in paperback and Kindle. And Chrome Mountain is also available as an audiobook.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Ben. That was interesting. Please come back on Book Talk Radio Club when you publish your next book. I'd love to chat with you and hear more. In the meantime, good luck for the future. And thank you, everyone, for listening to Book Talk Radio Club. Thank you very much, Ben.
Thank you.